Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. And hello everyone, my name is Umar Shafiq bin Marike. My ID number is DM03200075. So today I would like to talk about the topic. So first of all is fake of the case. So first of all, prosecutors today brought 29 pieces of evidence to be presented in the High Court here at the trial of aircraft cabin cleaner Ahmad Najib Aris, who is accused of killing Kenny Ong Laikian. Deputy Public Prosecutor Salahuddin Saidin, however, only had time to submit 80 pieces of evidence to the 27 prosecution witness. Premulapati Jaya, 51, head of the Seroli and DNA division of the Department of Chemistry, Petani Jaya, Selangor. Besides that, the trial, which has here before Judge Dr. Muhammad Idris Muhammad Rep in charge, its 14th day today. Premulapati, who begin his testimony at about 10:30 a.m., told the court that the had been asked by the investigation officer, Assistant Superintendent Esmonin Yandi, to analyze the designated acid DNA profile of blood samples, bone marrows, and leg muscles tissue, as well as hair labeled unknown. After that, the sample, according the witness, were received on June 19 last year, 5 days after Kenny was found dead, raped and killed and burned. According to Premulapati, the analysis was done to make comparisons with blood samples belonging to Kenny's father, Ong Bijang or Ong Chwe Cheng, and his mother, believed with vanity to identify the risks. So maksudnya di sini pada 19 Jun tu tahun lalu, 5 hari selepas kematian selepas Kenny Ong dijumpai mati, dirompak dan dibunuh lalu dibakar. Jadi mereka membuat analisis untuk melihat dia punya ibu bapa Kenny Ong lah, dia punya DNA untuk mengenal pasti lagi dia Kenny Ong ataupun tidak. Next, according to Premulapati, it contains a sweeter version cambright made in Malaysia and is dark blue in color and has trace of blood, semen and fiber. All the evidence before being marked as court evidence was first shown to the late counsel Muhammad Hanif Khatri Abdullah, who represented Ahmad Najib along with 4 other lawyers. Ahmad Najib, 28, was tried on charge of killing and raping Kenny, 29, at 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. on June 14 last year at Batu 7, Jalan Kiang Lama, near here. So maksudnya Ahmad Najib ni membunuh Kenny Ong pada pukul 1 hingga dan pukul 5, dan dibunuh dibakar lah begitu. Jadi kisah sangat berat lah, maksudnya yang Hanif Najib ni merupakan penjenayah yang tidak berperi kemanusiaan. Moreover, the trial continues tomorrow. Kim is his testimony in the High Court. He today confirmed he was able to conclude that the DNA trace of semen found in the vagina of Kenny Ong Lai Kian were similar to the DNA of except blood specimen. Ahmad Najib Aris, Prima Pati Jaya 51, said, since all alleles from the 16 genetic loci of semen trace are compatible with the DNA profile of the blood. Maksudnya di sini testimoni yang dibuat di Mahkamah Tinggi memutuskan bahawa DNA yang mereka kaji mengenai Kenny Ong tu betul. Maksudnya mayat yang dijumpai oleh mereka dan membuat kesihatan DNA itu yakin bahawa yang meninggal dunia itu ialah Kenny Ong. Okay, next. Ahmad Najib was charged with committing the acts between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. on January 14 last year at Batu Tujuh Jalan Kiang Lama near here. He is being tried under Section 302 of the Penal Code. The section provides for the death penalty is convicted. The trial held before Judge Dr. Muhammad Idris Muhammad Rapper entered its 50th day today. Ahmad Najib was represented by 4 lawyers led by Muhammad Hanif Kadri Abdullah, while the party public prosecutor Salahuddin Saidin handled the prosecution. So maksudnya Ahmad Najib ni merupakan penjenayah lah pada 1 dan 5 pagi begitu 14 tahun yang lalu di Batu Tujuh Jalan Kiang Lama. Dan juga dikenakan penalti Section 302. Lastly, according to Prima Pati, no one has a DNA profile similar to DNA profile of another except a pair of same-sex twins. Early Prima Pati told the court that he was also asked to analyze the which had leaked along with rams, condoms, hair blood surplus on 2 pieces of cut cloth around Kenny's neck and some other evidence such as jacket, blue jeans, classic size 28 that as a blood effect. Early Muhammad Hanif asked the court to provide interpreted to translate witness testimony given in English. So mereka mencari bukti-bukti yang kukuh lagi lah, seperti rambut Kenny Ong, darah dan sebagainya. Okay, let's continue to next part is to the crime scenes. So first of all, the night of June 14, 2003, police found a car believed to belongs to Kenny behind a shop lot in Petaran Jaya. Maksudnya mereka pada 14 Jun 2003 polis menjumpai kereta Kenny Ong yang berwarna biru seperti yang anda lihat di dalam slide saya. Next, according to Constable Zulkifli, the bag seat of the car was covered with traces of blood and smells fishy. The car was then taken to the police station for further investigation. Maksudnya, Constable Zulkifli menjumpai di belakang tempat duduk tu terdapatnya darah yang masih lagi kata orang fresh, masih segar lagi di hidung. Furthermore, the discovery of a crossbow lying in a hole on 20 June 2003. Our country was shaken by the discovery of a cart body in a hole in Jalan Batu Tujuh Jalan Klang Lama. They identified the body could not be confirmed as his entire face and body were searched. Mereka pada 17 Jun 2003 itu mereka menjumpai mayat mangsa dekat di Jalan Batu Tujuh Klang Lama. The last crime scene is DNA test finally answered the fate that befell Kenny Ong when the body was confirmed to be that of a woman. In addition to a BSG parking ticket, several stands of her blood and fluid believed to be from the victim's vagina were also found in his car. Thus further cemented the decision. On the night June 30, 2003, Kenny Ong and his family and friends had just enjoyed dinner. Jadi sama juga lah, maksudnya terjawablah ke pembunuhan Kenny Ong. Confirm lah dia punya Kenny Ong tu yang telah dibunuh kan. Jadi begitulah yang Kenny Ong telah dibunuh di keretanya kan. Okay, next, moreover, based on the autopsy report conducted by the pathologist Nathan, the corpse was found with both hands tied with a pieces of cloth of 3 wrappers. He confirmed that the cause of death was a result of being startled or startled in the neck. At the same time, there were also traces of severe injuries on the abdomen of the deceased. Maksudnya mereka mendapati suspek telah dibunuh iaitu dikelar di leher, dikelar di leher. Okay, moreover, DNA test finally answered the fate that befell Kenny Ong when the body was confirmed to be that of a woman. In addition to a BSG parking ticket, several stands of her blood and fluid believed to be from the victim's vagina were also found. His car, thus further strengthened the decision. On the night of June 30, 2003, Kenny Ong and his family and friends had just enjoyed dinner at a restaurant located at Bangsa Shopping Center. Around 10:30 p.m., they finished spending time together and gradually went home. While about to pay for parking, Kenny Ong realized that his parking ticket was left in the car and he rushed to pick up the ticket on the ground floor of the building. Meanwhile, his mother and younger sister were waiting for him upstairs. Maksudnya selepas DNA itu selesai, mayat Kenny Ong mangsa tu telah dikonfirm bahawa wanita itu ialah Kenny Ong. Jadi sebelum berlakunya kejadian itu, mereka bersama Kenny Ong bersama-sama keluarganya membuat makan malam di sebuah restoran, iaitu di Bangsar Shopping Centre. Jadi pada kira-kira pukul 10.30, 10.30 malam, mereka sudah habis makan sama-sama dan mereka balik. Dan kemudian bila mereka membayar parking kereta tu, Kenny Ong ni perasan dia tercicir tiket tu. Tiket tu di bawah restoran tu, maksudnya di tempat mereka makan tadi. Jadi mamak dan younger sisternya pula menunggu di atas. Okay, next, after almost 20 to 30 minutes of Kenny Ong not showing up, then his mother began to feel worried and call him. Anxiety is heightened when phone calls go answer. Her mother and her sister then rushed to the car park, but to their surprise, their phone Kenny Ong car not visible there. At the moment, they realized that Kenny Ong may have been updated with his future. Maksudnya, selepas 20 minit hingga 30 minit begitu, Kenny Ong tidak kembali, tidak dijumpai, tidak datang. Dan mamanya pun rasa risau dan telefon. Jadi mamanya cuba call juga, tetapi tidak diangkat, tidak jawab. Dan kemudian mamanya dengan sisternya cepat-cepat pergi ke car park, tetapi mereka tidak menjumpai kereta Kenny Ong. Okay, let's go to the victim information. So first of all, name is Kenny Ong Lai Kian, birth 18 July 1974, Ipoh Perak, Malaysia. Date 14 June 2003, age 27, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Cause of death, killed. Education Center, University of California, San Diego. Job, Information Technology IT Analyst. Spouse, Brandon Ong, 2001 until 2003. His death. Parents, Ong B. Jiang. Father, Perley Visventen Ong. Mother and brother, Elias Ong. So Kenny Ong was born on July 18, 1974 in Ipoh Perak, and is a Malaysian working as an information technology analyst in San Diego, California, USA. His mother is of mixed Chinese and Indian descent. Perley Viswanathan Ong, and has a sister named Elsie Ong. His father, Ong B. Jiang, and had cancer, and Ong flew to Malaysia to visit his ailing father. Kenny Ong works as an IT analyst in the United States, USA, with his husband Brandy Ong. Jadi maksudnya Kenny Ong ni lahir pada 18 Julai 1974 di Ipoh Perak, dan beliau juga bekerja sebagai teknologi, information technology di San Diego, California, USA. Dan mamanya pula is mother campuran Cina dan India, iaitu bernama Viswanathan Ong. Dan dia bapaknya ialah Ong B. Jiang, itu menghidapi kanser. Dan dia ada saudaranya, itu Elias Ong. Kemudian dia kerja sebagai IT analyst and di United States, and dia punya suami bernama Brandon Ong. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching my presentation. So have a nice. Thank you so much.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nasha Haliana binti Syamsul Izri. My ID name is 0320055. I would like to share about the suspect information. There is some information that the name of the suspect is Ahmad Najib bin Aris. He was born and raised in Muar, Malaysia. His date of birthday is around 1976. Ahmad Najib is the second child of 4 siblings in the family. Ahmad Najib studied up to Form 3 in secondary school before he quit school without featuring in last 2 years of his secondary school education, as he had to work to support his family and was diligent. Decided in 1998, he came from Muar to Kuala Lumpur. Ahmad Najib later married with 2 children, between 2 and 1 years when situated. Aircraft cabin cleaner at Malaysian Airlines since 2000, and Ahmad Najib lived in Pantai Dalam before committing the murder of Canny Ong. Next, I would like to explain question 5. Evidence gathered in the case is that Canny Ong worked as an IT in the United States, while the husband Brandon Ong returned to Malaysia for a while to visit his ailing father. The day before returning to the United States, on 30 June 2003, he went out of dinner with some family members and close friends at Murder Restaurant, Bangsa Shopping Complex, Bangsa, Kuala Lumpur. After dinner, she returned to the car in the basement to pick up a parking ticket, while her mother and sister waited at the auto-pay machine. After waiting 20 minutes, her mother Pearly Winnerton and his sister went to the parking lot and floor a purple Proton Tiara car 6871 missing. CCTV footage showed Canny being abducted by a man eventually identified as Ahmad Najib.
Hello, Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. My name is Muhammad Ali Jimmy bin Muhammad Anif, and my ID is GM03200058. Today I will present you about how many witnesses give the evidence. The first witness was known as Aminah. She has informed that around 12 midnight, she was on her way to Kuala Lumpur International Airport (KLIA) and stopped the car. She was driving on the side of the road in front of the Bali building on Jalan Sungai Way. There was a car about 20 feet from his vehicle, which was also parked on the side of the road. After that, the driver then got out of the car and approached Aminah to borrow a car jack. At the same time, Aminah managed to look at the car driven by the suspect. He saw a Chinese woman with a face in fear. Canny waved at him as if asking for help. As soon as the suspect drove away from the place. The second witness is Azizam. He informed around 1 a.m. on 14 June 2003 he was on his way to his office in Jalan Klang Lama, but during the journey, his body felt a little tired at the time, and he went to the rest for a while in the R&R area. Arriving there, Azizam got out of the vehicle to take walk to calm his mind, and then he saw a woman who was then lying in the car. According to Azizam, Kenny was seen without a coat. He did not have a time to take any action because the car was suddenly driven away from that area, and he did not suspect anything suspicious. Azizam continued his day as usual and headed to his office. After working hours, Azizam went to home and went through the R&R area again, and it was seen that the car he had seen was in the same place as before. Azizam felt suspicious. He stopped his car and went toward the vehicle, but he found no one in the car except a bag in the back seat. Azizam also took the bag as the car was not locked and stole the mobile phone which was believed to belong the victim. Suspect charged under section. As you know, Ahmad Najib bin Aris was a Malaysian convicted murderer who was best known as a perpetrator of the 2003 rape and murder of Kenny Ong. He was sentenced to death in 2005 after being found guilty in a highly reported trial. Then throughout after next 11 years, he made multiple failed appears again his sentence and was finally executed on 23 September 2006, more than 13 years after murder Kenny Ong. Ahmad Najib was also alleged to have committed at least 4 charges of rape on 4 different women, but was not formally charged.
My name is Muhammad Zaruddin bin Rosli, ID DEM 032002. I will explain punishment for suspect. In February 2005, the Shah Alam High Court ruled that he was hanged to death. In 2009, the Federal Court dismissed his appeal against the death penalty. During the trial, he was just silent and crying when he was hanged. On Friday, September 23, 2060, shortly after dawn, Ahmad Najib was sentenced to death by hanging by the police, ending the case after 30 years, and after 8 years he was sentenced. Conclusion: the story of this brutal murder has received local and foreign media coverage as a lesson. The incidents of criminal case happen in our country that make them worry about our safety.